privilege to be here. Just a quick explanation. These are the wrong trousers because I'm doing it for charity for this week. For a charity called Above and Beyond that gives money for medical advances in Bristol. And they're doing some great work. And I promise when they reach £1 billion with their appeal, which I never thought they would, that I would wear these trousers. But anyway, that gets that over. This is a wonderful opportunity to be able to celebrate Black History Month here in City Hall. And I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to be here long because a dear friend of mine died recently and I have to go to her funeral, and she did wonderful work for the environment and the community in Bristol. But I so appreciate all you being here, and I so appreciate the fact that I now work with Faruk, our wonderful Lord Mayor, and that we in Bristol are able to celebrate our diversity in such a visible manner as having this young Lord Mayor who started his life in Bangladesh and ends up in the most important office in Bristol. So that is a wonderful coincidence for me. And so I'm going to hand over to Faruk, who will say a few more words than me, I think. So thank you all. Thank you, Faruk.
It is a very special occasion and a morning for me. We celebrating here today Black History Month, and those individuals who I see them as our or my heroes and heroines. But before I go to that, Black History Month, I have a little question and reservation. It should be every month is a Black History Month, not only 1 month in the year. The amount of hard work you guys have done for this generation and the future generation, you should be thanked and remembered throughout the year, not only for 1 day or a month. The first generation, I understand how much you have gone through. And that's why every time when I come across to event like this, it touched my heart. Because maybe my wife is second generation, my son is maybe third generation, but for me, first generation. From zero, from maybe 1 or 2 trousers and 2 shirts, to work, we have to work our way to where we are today. And that's exactly what you, my heroes and heroines, has done those days. You made the path for us to walk. Every time I remember, perhaps every morning I try to remember why and how I am here and in this position. For who? It's all because of you guys. So I think you deserve, from this generation and future generation, a big thank you for what you have done, what you have gone through for us. And it is ever so important that our future generation knows those history. Because if we don't tell them, they won't know. They will think, well, it's a democratic society, he was always there. No! Every time when I visit to a primary or secondary, any schools or young people, I try to hit on that point, that you must know, you should know, that democracy or the the society you are now walking, it was created. It wasn't just there for you. It was created. And you must remember those people who made this possible. So again, for all the generation, thank you very much for the work you have done. It's a special moment for me every time when I looked at my note and when I saw I will be with you guys, I was excited. And I mean it, I am excited. I want to meet you guys. I want to pay my tribute. And when I pay my tribute, that tribute is not from me only, it's the generations. The tribute. I can't explain how much I appreciate we do. What you have done, ladies and gentlemen, for us is incredible. Today, we are celebrating your achievement. It's not about 1, 2, or 3 or 4 individuals. It's about celebrating the whole first generation. I mentioned on my inauguration, my year in the office, I would like to dedicate those people who were the first generation, second generation, third generation. They would understand that, what first generation has done. So I would like to thank the LinkAge for having this event. And from bottom of my heart, thank you very much. Thank you, Sheila and your team, for organizing this such an event. And I hope, I will push actually, to be honest, I am talking to the local politicians, local councillors. It should be a sustain. That knowledge should be going generation after generation. 100 years, 200 years, 300 years from today, still young people should know how and why they are having the beauty of the democracy. This is ever so important, not only this young baby's generation, but generation after generation they should know. It should be on our history, on Bristol's history, what you guys have done. So again, thank you very much for taking the time, and a special thank you to a young lady who cooked every Monday, as you, madam. I know, Sherry. Yes, and you were a treasurer. I need some money as well. But it's a voluntary place, I know. So for what you are doing is very good. So thank you very much for your work. We really appreciate it. And thank you. Thank you, yes, personally from me, but especially wearing the chain. As soon as we wear the chain, whoever wears the chain, he or she represents the whole city. So when he or she say thank you, it's on behalf of every individual, every community in this city. So as luckily I am wearing the chain this year, a big thank you on behalf of the city. The good work you are doing, keep up the good work. Keep cooking, yes. Thank you very much. Have fun. Enjoy it.
make of this? LinkAge is about reducing isolation. I think that the BME groups already knew how to reduce isolation because some of the groups have been going for up to 30 years, and it must be a model that works. What LinkAge is doing is keep those groups going in the cuts. There is no more funding. The groups didn't know how to pay their rent, and so LinkAge has been working for 18 months with the groups to find some funding, but also to make it, I say more fun. You're already having fun, but we've actually managed to get funding for activities so that people do not have to pay for those. Because the amazing thing about the African Caribbean groups is that there are 3 groups, and there's not one person gets paid. They're not totally voluntary by older people. And they've been going, as many as I say, evergreens have been going for over 30 years. So LinkAge and myself as the personal BME support worker has a ball all the time with these people in front of me here. They're absolutely great. The choice of songs, the exhibition is about, as the Lord Mayor said, you are Black history in Bristol, and here you are, and you should be very proud, and we should be very proud of you. And the 2 songs that we sang, we had the traditional, Rivers of Babylon. You kind of expect that from a group of African Caribbean people. But when we first started the group, LinkAge started it, we thought of stereotypes too. We thought, they want to do gospel, weren't they? And they did. But after about a week, somebody very kindly said, have you got your Beatles? And once we got the Beatles going, and then the Paul Anka, and every time Diana is played, Princess gets to her feet, and other people start shooting, and it has the most extraordinary effect on people. So we're just making another point this morning, saying, yes, traditional, people who started somewhere else and have lived more than half their lives in Bristol, but actually, these are all Bristolians in front of you, and they love pop music, they love being active, they love doing everything that anybody else does. So there's a kind of blended culture of people who came from somewhere else, but have lived here a very long time. And you can see how much fun they're having. I'd say thank you for the performance this morning, and keep going. Thank you.